Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about AVAX. I was asked to provide a long-term chart. There isn't really a long-term chart for AVAX. All we can do is really to look out towards this C wave. Okay, that's all we can do really, if it actually materializes. Because the overall, the bigger picture shows a three-wave rally into the 2021 highs, a potential five-wave move down, and that just, makes me consider really this yellow count primarily, which, as you might remember from previous updates, is actually a scenario in which, the price can push higher, but it might never get to all-time highs. Now, don't say it will, I don't say it won't. I don't say it won't get to all-time highs, but I can be wrong about five waves down. That's to a degree an interpretation. It depends on my, very interpretive. But to be honest, I mean, you see five down. But yeah, okay, you might count it as a WXY or whatever, and then you can count it as a three-wave move. So again, I could be wrong about five waves down, and therefore I'm very open to more bullish scenarios on this chart, which is therefore the white count. Okay, so I brought the white count onto the chart a while ago because it's a bullish market. Okay, but it has to be an ABC. So I can be wrong about the five down, but that's not debatable. I mean, that's a three-wave move, okay? That's a crystal clear ABC. So at best, in the most bullish interpretation, this would be an A wave, this would be a B wave pullback, and the C wave to the upside could unfold. The C wave, however, will really only get in control once we break above $86. So even in the yellow count, however, there's a good chance we rally higher in this A, B, C structure. So the C wave could take us higher into resistance. But if we break above resistance, it will make it clear. Okay, it's not, we cannot take the yellow count off the chart until the price breaks above the all-time high at $152, but it will become far less likely above $86, which is when the white count then becomes primary. For me, at the moment, in the short term, it doesn't make a difference if I call what's happening to the upside at the moment just an ABC of a wave 2 or a larger C wave, because we won't know the difference until the price breaks above resistance. Okay, so that doesn't, if I call it the yellow count or the white count, it doesn't matter. We're tracking a microstructure here on the smaller time frame, and we take it level by level, and then we'll take a look. Okay, can it break above the resistance, which is very well defined at $86, and if it can, then yeah, it's probably white. And what would be a target for the white count? Again, difficult to say, because where do I start measuring the A wave? It's a bit messy down here. But if I start at the swing low here from December 2020, then I take the length of the A wave, I go to the low of the B wave. And that's, by the way, why I actually consider that white count, because it never broke long-term support. Long-term support on the AVAX chart is $6.25. So from that point of view, a really aggressive bull market target would be $495. But the very first, there are two levels before which will be relevant. There will be two levels before that will be relevant. Come on, it's happening. So there you go. The 61.8 extension. Okay, that's at 105. So that's not even an all-time high territory. Then it's the 78.6 extension. That's at 208. So I would at least consider that level. That should be resistance on the way up. 208 and 495. You know what? Maybe we leave them on the chart, but we make it a little less obvious. But these are going to be levels relevant on the way up in this scenario. But really only if the resistance can break, right? So yeah, so nearly done. Okay, yeah. So they're just levels to keep in mind. So let's zoom in now, take a look at the microstructure. And here, yeah, the market is still holding support, but didn't really participate in yesterday's rally. So we had a bit of a rally. I shared with you yesterday that we should really watch for this trend line to break. If that trend line breaks, we might, the price might form one more high in this initial rally, in this wave 5 of A. Okay, if we cannot get another high and the price breaks below $29, that to me would confirm that we are in a B wave pullback, and that B wave pullback is likely going to land in the area between $25.57 and $12.57, even though I'm not saying it has to come down to that level, but this is the space the B wave would need. At the moment, the price action doesn't give us enough data to say, okay, what kind of, where are we? Is this an A wave, B wave, or whatever? Certainly, if this is a B wave pullback, it should form something like that: A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. So at some point we should get a B wave. So again, the structure is very difficult if the next rally is clearly corrective and we then see the first 5 wave move down. That's likely going to be A, B, and the C wave down to start. Okay, so the C wave has 5 waves: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wave 1 here, we can recognize it. The wave 2 corrective rally could be a short setup. Until then, as long as $29 is holding, we could consider another rally to $54. It's possible, but it would need to break above the trend line first anyway, and we haven't even done that. However, the price has reacted to a very, very important target for a 4th wave. As I always mention, it's a 38.2 retracement level, $31.83. Price reacted, but I would now need to see a break above the trend line to suggest that the wave 5 to the upside has started. But then again, it could just be a B wave, so it's a bit ambiguous, okay? For me, this is already quite a substantial pullback, quite large, also in duration. So, yeah, but I cannot confirm a B wave until the price breaks below 29. That would be the confirmation level. And then the B wave, if the pullback remains corrective in nature, which means overlapping price action, a 3-wave move, then the B wave pullback zone might be an opportunity to look for entry points around those fib levels. That's my update about AVAX. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.